He ran up the building. He stood up on the wall. He looked down. The cold chills moved through his body. His life flashed back in just 30 seconds. Bills, pain, embarrassment of not being able to take care of the family, and he jumps 200 feet, 120 feet, 80 feet, 40 feet, boom!
Dave on stage. Please everybody a huge round of applause for Dave Gadhvi.
Some of you might be thinking, what happened to John? Why did he take this drastic decision of jumping from the building and giving away the most precious gift that we all have, called life? What made him do that? Let's go 1 year back and see what happened in John's life. John was working with a corporate for almost 10 years. He was a loyal employee. He was a performing employee who was closing a lot of deals, getting a lot of commissions. He made a lot of money out of it. And as he was married, he had one kid. He decided to move into a bigger house because he was closing good deals. He thought that if I'm able to make money, if I'm doing this consistently, I'll make a lot of money, I'll be able to live rich. Everything was smooth until there was some changes which happened in the organization, and he had to move to a different territory. Anybody not from sales here? Okay, so when the territory is more like an accounts, given set of accounts or a geography. So he was given a different geography which was really difficult, right? Closing into those accounts was very difficult. His performance started going down. He was a star performer. He started struggling because of the bad territory and bad accounts. He asked for a change of the territory and he said, hey, boss, can I move into the same accounts? His boss like, no, we already have a lot of people already working in that and they are doing good, so I will not be able to move. To make situation worse, the company got acquired. The new management came in. They made some decisions, they made some policies. What would a new company do? They usually have two agendas. Number one, cut the cost. Number two, increase the profitability. Before they even increase the profitability, we know it doesn't happen overnight. So they started to cut corners everywhere. So they looked at the list of all the people who are in bottom and mid-level performance. And they saw John was falling in that territory. For last 6 months, he didn't have good revenue. So of course, he won that in that limelight. And then thing happened which he never expected in life. He was asked to leave the job. And his life turned into a nightmare. His bills shot up, loan shot up. He was not able to pay the house loan. His house got forfeited. Mortgage was overdue. His parents fell sick and his medical bills rose up. Kids' education and on and on and on. He was just piled up with so much work, piled up with so much bills that he was so depressed. He started looking for a job. That's what everybody will do, right? He started looking for a job, went for many interviews, but he got rejection. Reason why? Because there were so many resumes floating around from the similar company, and the companies are not ready to hire anybody from this company because they knew that people who are looking for a job, they've been asked to leave, and nobody wants to have a bad performer in the team. So he had no choice. Finally, his patients gave up on him. And he did what we all fear the most. He ran up the building, he stood up on the wall, he looked down, the cold chills moved through his body. His life flashed back in just 30 seconds. Bills, pain, embarrassment of not being able to take care of the family, and he jumps 200 feet, 120 feet, 80 feet, 40 feet, boom! And that's when he realized it was a bad dream. He just opened the eyes, he looked at the ceiling, he looked at his kids. Sorry, a kid. Wife also is a kid. So he looked at them, and then he got a smile on his face. He was back in his life, and the sense of gratitude came back to him. And he thanked God for not living that life, and thank God he is still employed with the same company. And thank God he has met a man who has transformed his life. He met his mentor 2 years back. That mentor actually helped him to find his potential. He helped him to find what he was really missing in his life. His abilities, his passion, his enthusiasm, his skills. And because of that, he was able to pursue what he really loved doing the most. He realized he is not cut for the sales job. He is an artist. He likes to play with music. He wants to create music. He wants to give back to the community, give back to the world, entertain thousands and lakhs of people. And that's what he started doing 2 years back. All that thinking just came back to him, and he started feeling good. He started making a lot of money, the passive sources of income, the active source of income. He started playing in different parties. He had a lot of gigs. He started doing the one-on-one coaching. He started his education institute. He started teaching people online, and then all the coins which are stacked up here represent his streams of income. So he started making a lot of money while working in the same company. He was still not doing well. His numbers are still bad. He was still in the middle or maybe a little bit bottom, but still, he was not worried. Why? Because he had multiple streams of income coming in. This is his typical day looks like now. He spends his time with family, goes around in the park, he has good time, and this is his typical day. He's almost given up on his current job. He's going full time in his passion, and that's what they're doing. Going to the beach, enjoying with the family, whole day. And the money keeps coming in. Why? Because he has built a passive source of income. He's written a book on how to become a great musician. His first solo album is about to be released, so he's least worried about how he's going to make his living. Day continues. In the evening, they go for surfing. And that's how their day ends. This is their typical day. How many of y'all would like to have that kind of day? Say I.
Aye.
Do you believe this can become a reality for someone? Anything which you feel it's hyped up or not, not possible? Anybody? It's absolutely possible. But guess what? We all want that kind of day in life. We all want to be financially free. We all want to be our own boss. We all want to do what we really love doing. But how many of us are able to do that? Very, very few people, right? You have been watching my videos for quite some time. Now I want to help you further. An exclusive WhatsApp community for sales, for passionpreneurs, and for staying motivated every single day and tune your mindset right. Reach out to the WhatsApp number which is given below. Just send a message, don't call. Just send a message and reach out to us. That's number one. Number two is I want you to pick up the copy of my book called 80% Mindset, 20% Skill, which is Amazon's best-selling book on how to tune your mind right, because I truly believe that you cannot acquire any skill unless you tune your mindset first. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit the bell button and also check out another different playlist that I have put together exclusively for you.